Okay, we are here with Jeff Semon, who is running in the 5th District in my state of Massachusetts for Congress. Jeff, happy to see you here at CPAC.
Happy to be here.
Now, how many times have you been at CPAC? Is this the first or second?
This is my second time.
Second time?
Second time at CPAC.
And how have you been received here so far?
Well, amazingly enough, I've been bumping into volunteers who have volunteered for my campaign that I hadn't met in person yet. So, and some folks who've recognized me from my campaign. It's been fantastic.
Now, people look at the last election in Massachusetts, you know, the Democrats swept the table, but these Democrats had been pinned down, and that money that wasn't spent elsewhere, the presence that wasn't spent elsewhere, made a difference in the big Republican sweep. Now you're running again in the 5th District. What is the thing you want to push to highlight the idea to Massachusetts residents that, hey, we are being left out, so to speak?
Well, I think the entire Massachusetts congressional delegation, as far as the House goes, is not representing what the best interests are of the American people. Namely, that's fiscal responsibility. They are continually in favor of higher taxes and more spending. And if you talk to the regular folks out there, like I have throughout the district, they are incredibly concerned about jobs, incredibly concerned about our debt and deficit in the future of not only Massachusetts, but America for their children. And folks like myself who have real-world common sense experience in business know how to create jobs. And for instance, Ed Markey, who's been in office since the year I was born, 1976, is the definition of a career politician. He doesn't know what it takes to work in the real world and what is necessary for economic growth. I do. Now,
a lot of what's been going around lately, we've been hearing people talk about the message that, oh, Obama is, you know, his plan is starting to work, What is wrong with the message that the Democrats are giving, this particular spending spree that they've been on that they want to extend? What is it that they're not seeing, that you are seeing, that I'm seeing, that other conservatives are seeing?
Well, I think even honest Democrats are seeing it, but they know that it's a recipe for failure. And that what you're seeing right now, most recently with what President Obama is doing and all the Democrats in power, is trying to divide and conquer. They instead of running on their record, which they really can't, they have to run on class warfare and dividing us. And it's an inherently broken argument because, like most Americans, they've seen their grandparents and parents succeed generation after generation through hard work, not through a government handout or a new government agency or more government spending. They've seen it through that, you know, pursuing that American dream and having the freedom to pursue that American dream. So there is a distinct difference with what the voters are going to have a choice in 2012. It's going down this path of more spending, higher taxes, and blaming other people for all our problems, or the more Republican conservative approach, which is less spending, economic independence, economic growth, and there's a real distinct choice in 2012.
Our Democratic friends seem pretty all right with not passing a budget on the national level. What's your opinion on this? I mean, this is one of the few constitutional mandates that they have, and they're ignoring it.
It's been over 1,000 days since we've passed a budget, and I don't know how this is acceptable to anybody in any party. I know it's certainly not acceptable to Republicans, but Democrats seem content with this because I don't think that they're as concerned about governing as they are about winning the next election and, like I said before, dividing the American populace. And what you have, you know, people who run small businesses, big businesses, people who work for a living, even your household budget, you have to know what you're taking in and what you're spending and have to keep track of it, or else you're going to go broke.
Now, in 2010, we had 2 years of Barack Obama, and it had been hard years, and people had suffered from it. With 4 years of President Obama, will the case be even more stark and more clear to the people in your district?
I certainly hope so. I think when President Obama took office, he had the White House, the Senate, and the House, and wasn't able to provide any, I guess, foundation for economic growth. He passed Obamacare, he passed Dodd-Frank, and passed the stimulus, and things got worse. And it wasn't until the elections of 2010 where his legislative agenda was halted and arrested, where you started to see some stability and some semblance of normalcy in the market. And I think that illusion that we're slowly climbing out of this recession is just that. It's an illusion, because Barack Obama hasn't been allowed to impose his agenda on the country. And if he were to take power again and get control of the House, and the Democrats were to control the Senate and the House, you would see that immediate slide backwards, which was what we saw from 2009 into 2010, which is failure. Failed economic policies over and over again. And the best way to turn all of that around is to simply vote the Democrats out and vote Republican.
And if people want more information, where can they find it?
They can go to jeffin2012.com. I've got a lot of information on that website about the issues, how I'm campaigning, my plans for Social Security. There's a donate button. I would love any support that they could give. Jeffin2012.com.
Okay, Jeff Semon, thank you very much for your time, and good luck in November.
Thank you very much.